Let's go, POV cam. Oh, this may not hold.
Don't do that, trombones. Do we need to do this again?
No.
The only reason we are not going to do this again right now is because I don't want to be late. I don't want to cut down on the free time of all the people that did what they were supposed to, but you should know better. There should be zero laughing, zero goofing around. That is so disappointing. That is the most not Logan thing I have seen you do today. You should be doing everything exactly the same, as we always talk about consistency from rehearsal to performance.
If you can create stress now, it will be just like a performance, because stress is a chemical reaction. So give yourself something to be a little bit nervous about if you're a nervous performer. Does that make sense?
Sure. I don't know, dude.
And if you're used to relaxing yourself by laughing, just make sure it's internally.
Presenting their show, Metallic Dances. Go back. Everybody stand up. Richard forgot. Okay? The announcer is going to say it right at this time, no matter what. Presenting their show, Metallic Dances, WBA is proud to present in 5A competition, James Logan.
This is not gonna hold. I guess I fell off. Bro.
Nah, mine just works. I didn't change it.
Gosh, it's chipped.
Do you see it? There's
You
a
see
whole
mine?
chunk missing.
Yeah.
There's a whole chunk of mine missing. Okay.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Go, go, go.
Go.
And cut right. Bring it in behind the front ensemble.
Take it back real quick.
So obviously 2 weeks ago we had a lower standard for what we wanted to do. 2 weeks ago we wanted it to not be disastrous. Okay, and now at this point 2 weeks later we want to be really good. Okay, so the level of our expectations is rising. That was a good run through, but there was a little bit in part 2 where we had a tear from the front ensemble. Okay, Cyrus, I think you got ahead. Okay, which caused a tear in part 2, which is not something that normally tears. Woodwinds, we slowed down on the fugue. Okay, it did hold together, but we were dropping tempo. And Eric, are you dudding still?
Yes.
The whole time? Yeah, we just need to make sure that we're not dropping tempo. Like we haven't embraced the whole like driving concept. We need to make sure that doesn't slow down. It did hold together. My trumpets that I cut earlier in the rehearsal that I told you could play again, you guys tore in the high brass feature. Okay, it's from that corner. Okay, so lots of little things like that. Overall, it's a pretty solid run. I would love to just not have those little things tear today. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do it? You can do it with thought, but this show is not something that you can just, you know, what's the word? Put on autopilot. Okay, you have to think your way through this show. Okay, which is why we're always adamant about you need to practice the way you're going to perform. Okay, and that's a concept that we haven't quite mastered yet. Okay, and it does affect your performance. When you really perform the way you practice, then you know what you're going to get. Okay, and right now it's a little bit of a, you know, rolling the dice on a couple sections. Okay, can you be great tonight? You can be great. I hope you're great. You know, I want your greatness. I'm so distracted by the people that are talking when I'm talking to you. I'm giving you a speech about focus, and some of you are not even with me on that. You need to raise your mental game. Okay, it is a hard trek up the mountain of greatness. And how high you go is dependent on you. And that's just the bottom line. It's like we're giving you the information. We're giving you all the things you need. It's whether or not you can do it. Whether or not you choose to do it. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope you make good choices today. Going forward. What time are we back to load the buses?
3.
Last time we had a little, we weren't sure who was loading the props. If you set the props at the beginning of the field, at the beginning of the show, we need to get the props out to the trucks. Trucks are already there in the parking lot. We need to get everything loaded as soon as we can, so you have as much time off. We are loading at 3 o'clock, ready to take this show on the road. I am excited to see what you bring tonight. I wish we'd brought just a little bit more in the run, but I'm still excited to see what you do tonight. As we talked about in all classes, we need to be good people today. We need to be friendly, caring, encouraging, kind. Okay, we are not tearing anybody down or anything like that. We are building friendships today, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Fabulous. And we will see you at 3 o'clock, ready to roll the buses. Let's get everything out front.
Yo,
Let's get takeoff.
would you like to say some inspiring words?
These nuts.
That was on camera.
Oh!